I am currently sitting in the birthing cave in Sedona, Arizona, and I'll give you a little sneak peek at this view for a second. You can see why it's called the birthing cave. That's my dog panting down there. Say hi, Bubba. She says hi. This cave holds so much beautiful feminine energy, creation that is effortless, surrender, trust, flow, embodied knowing that allows us to harness in a frequency that pulses an energy out that creates. And I'm sitting here having all of these beautiful realizations on how we are moving into a time right now where we are so tapped into energy, to feeling. We are sensitive, we are creative, we are opening our channels in new ways. And this old way of creating is crumbling right before our eyes, pulling, hustling, forcing, overexertion of the masculine. And we are moving into a time where the feminine is rising. And when I say the feminine is rising, I want you to think about the visions that you hold. And you locking in and committing to those is going to feel different than committing to something in the past. Or maybe you had a goal and you committed to it and it was this very masculine drive of like grit and hustle. And not to say that there's not a grittiness and action taking in this new paradigm. You get to play with that if you wish. But what I'm inviting you into is this completely new reality where your visions get to come into fruition through the feminine gets to lead in the process. And you get to drop into that, but the amount that we can drop into that is directly associated to the safety and the groundedness that we can feel from within. Because what happens when we don't feel safe from within, when we think that our safety is out there, that is when the masculine energy will come in and overexert and try to force and grip. And even the imbalanced feminine can be a little bit controlling. But now, because of how knowing we are of our visions and how we have so much wisdom and awareness on how this reality field works, I want you to use your feminine energetics in a way where you are committing to the vision, but allowing it to channel through you. Let it be easy. Let yourself lean into surrender in a new way that you never have. Let yourself have a new metric of success where it's not, okay, check off my box. If I got that done and achieved this thing, it's how aligned did I feel? How in flow was I? How deeply did I surrender? How deeply did I trust? How much joy did I feel in the creation process? Because that energy is what moves mountains. And now your actions that you're taking are not coming from this energy, I need to take this action and to get this thing done. It's coming from an intention of I'm going to take this action because I know while I'm in the middle of that flow of being in action with that action, you are sinking into a frequency that is allowing, I'm getting a visual of an antenna with a signal pulsing out of it. Every time you take an action, and even when you don't take an action, just your beingness alone, you tune into the fact that you are a radio receiver that gets to send out a frequency. And even me picking up my camera right now and making this video, it is not so much about any sort of end result. It is about what I am doing right here in this moment and the energy that I am tapping into and the frequency that this is allowing me to send out into the field as I sit in this insane cave in the middle of Sedona. Our creations are so much more than just a means to an end. They're an opportunity to feel into our essence and to tap into that frequency. And I promise we are moving into a time where that feminine energetic of creation is going to lead the way. So let it lead the way in your own life. Let it be easy. Let it be flowy. We are literally coming into a whole new mode of creation that leads with energy first. And it's one thing to hear that, but it's another thing to truly embody that in your own life and to let the feminine energetics of surrender, of trust, of creation, of flow, of creativity lead in your life, and to harness this like deep devotion to your energy and your antenna and your channel and to just shift around those priorities. If you knew we were living in a completely energetic world where energy creates realities, where your channeled creativity is the frequency that you get to tap into to expand your life, how would you care for yourself? What would you devote yourself to? And my final message for you is that you are so powerful. The work that you have done over the past years of your life has brought you to this place of being able to even approach creation in this way, of being able to listen to a video like this and have it click and make sense. So let it be easy. Let it be flowy. Use your energy. Be a channel for the divine. And just watch what happens. But even more importantly, feel what happens. We're going to leave soon, okay? Is it okay?